Women attacked, then robbed by motorcyclists? The quick-moving criminals police need your help finding.
Skies stay clear and we stay windy. We'll talk wind chills and what to expect by morning.
And they travel the world demonstrating the power of women in music. New York Live is here with why crowds go crazy for New York's talented Diva Jazz Orchestra. Hey, what's up? This is News 4 Now for April 28th. I'm Kay Ingram. Now, first up, it is a Bronx crime spree lasting just about 80 minutes. The NYPD is now releasing video of suspects wanted for attacking women, stealing their purses, all while on motorcycles. Last Wednesday, officers say 2 suspects who were riding a motorcycle approached 6 women between the ages of 23 and 35. 5 of the women were punched in the face before the suspects got away with their handbags. Police say the robberies happened in East Morrisania, Mount Eden, Orchestra, and Pelham Bay. They're hoping that this video helps track these guys down. Now, also in the Bronx, police are looking for the 5 people behind a mob attack, all caught on video. The NYPD did manage to arrest 1 person, though. It happened after 2 vehicles collided on Exterior Street in the concourse section. Surveillance video shows a van and an SUV collide. And then 5 men inside the SUV get out and surround the van. Police say 1 man climbed on top of the van and another started punching the driver in the face repeatedly. The victim ran from the scene, and 2 of his attackers then jumped in his van and drove off. The victim was treated for a fractured eye socket and other cuts suffered in the attack. Meanwhile, in New Jersey, there is mysterious milky white water flowing through Passaic. We're told, though, that whatever it is, it's harmless. It was spotted in a brook and lake at 3rd Ward Park, sparking fears among parents it could be toxic. Tests were taken and the State Environmental Protection Department told everyone not to worry.
Potentially, it may be what is often referred to as DE filter or diatomaceous earth, and maybe that's a backup in industrial filtration.
Officials say the white substance may have come from storm drains in Clifton. That's being investigated. Also, the white material is still being analyzed. New Jersey reminds people it's illegal to dump waste into the waterways. A heartwarming first responder parade just wrapped up in Connecticut for a 6-year-old burn victim. That here is little Dominic Krinkle, watching and waving from his hospital window as Bridgeport police, fire, and emergency services flash their lights and sirens from below. Dominic is being treated for severe burns to his face and legs after his family says an 8-year-old neighbor intentionally set him on fire.
Hi there, I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Maria LaRosa. A beautiful looking day, a little on the cool side to say the least. Temperatures about 10 degrees below average, and it'll continue to be a cool overnight, but clear. You can see clear straight through midnight into tomorrow morning. Temperatures dropping into the mid and upper 40s by late dinner time. But again, we can't get rid of these gusty winds. Still for the evening hours, anywhere from 20-25 mile per hour gusts possible right out of the northwest. By tomorrow morning, still breezy enough that we'll have to talk about wind chill being a bit of a factor heading out the door after another chilly start. Down to 40 degrees at Central Park. We'll see lots of 30s from Newark and White Plains, Long Island, so Islip and Eastport dipping into the mid and upper 30s. And for parts of the Hudson Valley, closer to freezing, like Poughkeepsie, even below freezing. Monticello dipping into the upper 20s. The good news is we'll see the winds relax a little bit as we head into the weekend and temperatures recovering back up near 60 degrees.
And in a city filled with amazing live music, it takes a lot to stand out. But there's something extra special about New York's Diva Jazz Orchestra that's made them a crowd favorite for decades. New York Live is here and paid a visit to Lincoln Center to find out more. Check it out.
The 15-piece all-woman Diva Jazz Orchestra has traveled the world, but they're based here in New York City, and they've taken the jazz world by storm for the past 30 years. Today we're heading into Dizzy's Club at Jazz at Lincoln Center to meet some of the exceptional musicians behind the band. So Sherry, you are the co-founder of the Diva Jazz Orchestra. How did this all come to be?
Our founder, primary founder, is a man named Stanley Kay, who is the former manager of the Buddy Rich Band, which is one of the most famous jazz orchestras in the history of music. And my long story short is Stanley heard me playing drums in the 90s, in 1990. And 2 years later called me up and said, "Are there other women that play like you?" Because I've lived in New York my whole life, and there's all these bands working all the time. Like, there was no women in any of them. I said, yes, I know so many women that are amazing players. And he, with our other co-founder, John LaBarbera, had an audition in June of 1992, and 40 women came. We put together the original 15 band members, and here we are, almost 30 years later.
I mean, I feel like I got to get on the drum set with you.
I think you have to. The only other drummer I've seen play with spectacular heels like that is the one and only fabulous Sheila E. And look at those. So I don't know how you're going to do it, but I'm going to show you a beat now it's not jazz, but it's probably the most famous drum group in the world.
Okay.
We Will Rock You.
Oh, I know that one.
And I know you had music lessons, so you know if I tell you to go 1 and 2 on the snare drum. Two notes on the bass drum, 1 on the snare drum.
All right, like this.
We're good. There we go. Yeah, I can feel it rocking now. And then I put jazz on top of it.
Now I just want to go like this.
Go ahead, do it. Solo.
Thank you so much, Sherry, for
You're
showing
welcome.
me how to drum and also just telling us all of the history behind the Diva Jazz Orchestra.
Great pleasure.
For more, head to
divajazz.com.
divajazz.com.
All right.
Now, a recent delivery at a Westchester hospital had doctors and nurses seeing double, literally. But as News 4's Adam Harding shows us, in the case of this couple, it's not the first time.
Kenzie and Kinsley.
They are the definition of perfection. Meet Kenzie and Kensley, born just before noon Monday at Westchester Medical Center. Mom Kimberly is over the moon.
I'm coming along.
She can't help but smile. They are here, they are healthy, and they are far from her only kids.
In total, we have 10. My Oliver, he keeps saying, "Did they cut the babies out?" The 4-year-old. So I'm like, "Oh yeah, we're coming.
So this is not Mom's first set of twins. It's not even her second set of twins. This would make her third set of twins. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, that sounds pretty rare, that's because it is. Kimberly already had 3 children when she learned she was pregnant again, this time with her first set of twins.
I thought it was a joke.
It also wasn't a joke a few years later when she had another set of twins, and then it happened a third time, all conceived naturally.
The odds of happening 3 times in a row it's very, very unusual.
Dr. Angela Silber says in her 20 years here, she's never seen anything like it. It all started when Mom Kimberly gave birth to what's called dizygotic or fraternal twins.
Once a woman has that kind of twins, increases the chance of happening again. But even with that, the chance that will happen again and again is extraordinary.
It's coming along. Just know that our bedroom is crowded.
While it likely won't get any more crowded, the family can't rule out another child down the line.
I would go for another, but I have to respect her wishes.
For now, they've got their hands full, but their hearts are even fuller. In Valhalla, I'm Adam Harding, News 4, New York.
All right, friends, thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow on News 4 Now.